Hi everyone, it's Friday the 17th of May 2013 and I had a really good day yesterday and I'm struggling again today. I was planning on doing my Minecraft show and so I spent a couple of hours researching stuff and felt like there's not really enough stuff again. I didn't do one last week. There's no official news at all because they've all been celebrating in Monaco for celebrating their 10 million sales, which I could mention. And there's the odd thing that Dinnerbone's done something with Monster attributes or something, but I don't know. It's a drag trying to find things at the moment. So, but I found a couple of videos. What I'll probably end up doing is find some more videos at least this evening, and then if I do actually make one, I'll make it tomorrow. That always feels so much easier. If I can get the research done the day before and then record it the next day, it doesn't feel like as much of a drag. But it is just slowly getting worse and worse, just slowly. Doesn't feel like there's as much stuff anymore. So I really need to and like I was also talking about, I'm not doing as many LPs and stuff, but I really need to think of something exciting to replace it. And I mean, I've got a couple of ideas, but I need to actually find something for my gaming channel that can be like the new main show. And I think it'll have to be Minecraft focused still, so some kind of multiplayer Minecraft collab series of some kind I think would be the best thing. And I've got a couple of ideas, and all of them are things that I've invented myself, so it'll be unique as well. And as I mentioned once before, that's why I was messing about with server coding a bit. But that's all on hold at the moment, because I'm also, right at this moment, I'm interested in getting this dice game done. So let's talk about that first. So last night after my vlog, the last little bit of code I needed to do, because I'd taken a break and then gone back to it, it was actually hard work because I was really getting tired by then. But I did get it done, and so all the gameplay that I designed so far has now been coded. And actually, once I started messing about with it, I haven't actually shared it with anyone yet, because just being able to play it quickly and easily, I already thought, oh, actually, might change this and stuff. So there's no point really sharing anything and getting feedback until it's at a stage where I'm more or less happy with it. Because otherwise, what always happens with everything is if there's something that I'm distinctly not happy with, and then I share it with other people and get feedback, like always 90% of the feedback is stuff that I'm already aware of and I already think myself, and I just haven't got around to fixing. So it's always best to just actually get it to a point where I'm happy with it, so that any feedback I get is stuff that hasn't already occurred to me. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. So what did I actually put? But yeah, generally, the stealing feels really fun. And so it made me think, it's made me reconsider, instead of just collecting points and stealing the points of other players, that maybe it would be better if there was a target number and the game didn't end when the bag ran out. And also, because kind of attacking other players and stealing is really cool and gets really tactical, because I'm just playing on my own. There's multiple players, but if you're like a player who's not winning, and it's natural that everyone kind of attacks the person who's out in front, and it kind of levels up the game, and it really goes back and forth a lot more, and it feels pretty fun so far. So because that dynamic is really fun, I'm thinking of, instead of everyone starting on 0, everyone starting with a certain number of points, and it could be just like PvP. And so it's like if you're reduced to 0, then you're out of the game. So it's like your health. Alternatively, it could be sort of like part that and also part collecting more from the bag. So you're making a choice of whether to attack someone or to grab more from the bag. And then I'm trying to... I've reduced it to a maximum 6 dice. My original design and cost estimates and everything, I was thinking I would need 12 dice, but I've decided the game is better with 6. So that kind of leaves more room for extra tokens. But I think also the game is not as fun, but it might be more cost effective to have the game being just the dice and not have any tokens, and you just keep your, you just write your score down on the piece of paper and play the game that way, like most dice games, in fact, But anyway, so that's a dice game. So all this, instantly thought of things I'd like to play about with and balance a little bit more. Basically just the win conditions and how many tokens you have and how many tokens you have to get and whether you die or not when you hit 0 tokens. That's something I'd like to play about with now I've finished the code. And so I was quite happy that actually that all came to me because I made the Flash prototype, so it's definitely worth making already. So anyway, that was all last night. So this morning I got up and I wanted to do my Minecraft show, and I looked about and there's not really much official news, and there's not really, although I have found a few videos that I'm excited about now. Haven't found any fan art. Fan art's good fan art that I like. It's really thin on the ground because of course I used it for my thumbnail as well, so I want it to be something really good and eye-catching and cool looking. So it's always frustrating when that happens because it means I've spent a whole bunch of hours and feel like I haven't really got anything for it, and it's hours that I could have spent on my game, and then also sort of like when the research is slow, it's very easy to getting distracted by other things as well, so it's kind of even more wasted time. And but I have actually started so I put that all to one side. I thought, okay, I've got some stuff and I might find some more stuff later, but I made the decision that if I do make a show, then I'll make it tomorrow. So I'll put it to one side and forget about it and get some work done on the actual designs for the icons for the different side of the dice in my game. So I've done a bit of work on that, kind of looking up reference images and thinking how to make the not giving away what it is still. I don't know why I don't know. I think it'd still be cool if I leave it as a surprise. But yeah, looking up reference images and sort of like, and then working out kind of simple icons that, are the shape of what they represent or whatever. And are still recognisable. Oh yeah, I did try playing some Isaac as well. I did a couple of attempts in Isaac and failed them all, which is a shame as well, because at least that'd be some content on my gaming channel. I mean, the whole Minecraft show situation makes me think, because I go on and off LPs, like I was saying, I don't want to play games unless I'm recording them for an LP. But if I'm recording an LP, it's okay, because I'm putting out a video. So maybe, because it's been like a long time now, I think it was a long time since I last put out a video, I should maybe do LPs just to keep some content on the channel. So yeah, it's a struggle. It's really, I'm sure lots of you have read about this Nintendo situation yesterday, which doesn't affect me directly because I don't, I haven't LP'd any Nintendo games, but it's a kind of thing that doesn't actually surprise me. It's a kind of thing I'm always dreading on YouTube with the whole kind of gaming scene. I've always got this kind of fear that maybe it will kind of implode somehow one day because of sort of like the grey area, or the legality grey area, and And at the moment it's fine because the most popular games are all games that the developers are happy with people making videos of, like Minecraft and League of Legends are very supportive of players making videos, as far as I've been told. And but that might change, like these games don't stay the same. The most popular games aren't the same all the time, and the most popular games might change in a couple of years, and making, and it is a valid way of that publisher to make money, to say, oh yeah, sure, you can make videos if you want, but you can't monetize them. And so of course people can still make videos for fun, but a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of the big popular content is from people who do it for a living, and there's more of it because they spend more time doing it because they can afford to spend more time doing it. And I've forgotten where I was going with that, but yeah, if the most popular game is something you can't monetize, then people like that are kind of going to be stuck, because if the only games you can make videos of and monetize are games that aren't popular, then there's certain channels that can feature almost anything. But I don't know, it's a whole complicated thing, and it's like the debate about whether you should do YouTube for money or not is irrelevant. The point is that a lot of people do, and a lot of kind of the gaming, the large amount of gaming content on YouTube is kind of driven and fueled by big channels that do it for money. And so if they're not able to do it anymore in the future, then that kind of damages the audience for all of us, kind of thing. But it's always been something I've always been worried about, which is why I've started a non-gaming channel that I'm still yet to do more videos on, but I really want to. And this vlog channel, although this vlog channel isn't really kind of like a big endeavour, it's just something I figured I should do. And I talked about the benefits on April the 30th. I talked about how talking to you guys is really beneficial, because it forces me to actually sort of like reflect and analyse how I'm spending my time every day. So anyway, went off on a bit of a tangent there, and I haven't completely collected my thoughts, and as partly because it doesn't straight on affect me, and I'm also not shocked by Nintendo's move. I think they have every legal right to. I mean, they do have every legal right to. That's how they've managed to do it. But I do agree with people who say it's not necessarily wise. It is a short-term money grab. They can get loads of money from the videos already out there, but it's going to damage people doing more videos about their stuff in the future. And from what I gather, though, if you've got a good network, you might be able to dispute claims, like especially if you're doing just like a review or something. But that remains to be seen how effective that is, and if people still might not bother to review Nintendo stuff or do LPs of Nintendo stuff just because they can't be bothered with the hassle of having to dispute it, even if you can. Anyway, I think that's all I've got to say today. I think I'm going to go and do some more work on my IRL dice game, because that's all these things just keep on happening on YouTube. That is just really disheartening for a lot of people, I think, and I kind of just feel the same. It does kind of just feel like a reality that there's, the only logical thing at the moment on YouTube is to just do it because you want to do it, and just, and if you want to make a career out of it, then it's looking a little bit bleak at the moment, but maybe it will change in the future, and having a large, advertising revenue isn't the only way to make money. Like, if I finish this, if I'm happy with this dice game when it's a product, and then a load of my viewers and people see it and want to buy it, then, having that kind of audience is useful for other things as well. Because some of them might be interested in my other projects. Anyway, so I'm a bit exhausted. So I've just had sort of like a really unproductive day, which always feels a bit kind of disheartening. I think just disheartening is the word of the day. So I'm going to leave it there. But I'm alright. I'll go do some work on my game, and I'll probably feel a bit better, and I might do my Minecraft show tomorrow. So anyway, I hope you are well, and I will see you tomorrow.